Sharon said, y'all not gonna see my man, because he is too fine. He is gorgeous.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. So this video, I want to talk about a popular Nigerian actress that has gotten everybody talking because of her marriage. I personally, I have a lot to say in our dynamic, what's going on, because there's a whole lot of drama that has been going on, okay? And I feel like this video is going to share more light on how women in my society in Nigeria view marriage and all that. So please, guys, watch this video to the end, okay? If you don't know who Sharon Ooja is a popular Nigerian actress who is known for a lot of her movies. She even have a movie currently trending now on Netflix, Lottery. Go check out the movie, like amazing movie. I like amazing movie. Like she's an amazing actress, okay? So but what has gotten Sharon trending and talking is a marriage. She just got married to a boo, and this has gotten the entire internet and the entire everybody's talking about Sharon and her marriage, because there's a whole lot of red flags that people are saying that she is not seeing, she's not ticking, she's not paying attention to, that she should not even have gotten married to this man. So this is what happened. So Sharon has been in the scene since as an actress and not that well known. So a couple of months ago, Sharon did like a sneak peek of her being engaged and photo shoot, a pre-wedding photo shoot. And this got everybody talking like, why was she not showing her man? Because in that photo shoot or preview on her getting married and getting engaged, she did not show her supposed fiance. And this got a lot of people talking. A lot of people were really eager and anxious to see who this fiance is. And it's not really uncommon for celebrity, even in Nigeria, to do that, where they hide their spouse or children's face and all that. It's not really that a big deal. But everybody was just waiting that last we will see this person's face anyway. So immediately after Shoma and Davido's wedding, which I did people respond to that. Yeah, Sharon also got married, and everybody finally saw Sharon's husband, now husband, because it was their wedding and all that. And the wedding was beautiful and all that. But people were not side-eyeing everything. Like, who is this man that Sharon just got married? Because Sharon was calling him a silent Odogu or something like that. And this got everybody talking. Everybody like, who is this person? Who is this person? And then people start digging. It's merely people start digging. People found out that this man has been married allegedly married 4 times, okay? And then people have clips, okay? I think I saw 2 pictures of him being married to 2 different women. This man is based in the United States, so he's a Nigerian American. So he's based in the United States. I think earlier I know that. And after this whole wedding went on, everybody was having this conversation. People were bringing out things about Sharon and her husband, especially Sharon's husband, things that are red flags, talking about how this man has children, how this man has not paid child support, how this man just got divorced 2021, got divorced 2023, if I'm not mistaken. But literally, his last 2 divorces were very, very recent, and that got a lot of people talking. A lot of people were like, you know what, what's going on, Sharon? Why are you not seeing these red flags and all that? Let me know down in the comment section. Do you think a man that has been married 3 times, or at least I know of 2 that have been married 2 times back to back, like very close here, get married to you, do you think that's a red flag? And mind you, Sharon shared how they met, and literally they dated for just 3 months. I think this is like the 4th month for them being together. They just been together for 4 months, and this man, they're already married already.
About this you wrote down.
He told me to
This one I found one day.
But he told me to rewrite the list of what I wanted in a husband.
Yeah.
But this was the one of last year.
Yeah.
And he said I should rewrite, this was March 9th, 2023.
Yeah.
And he said I should rewrite down all the things I wanted, because now I put it in a level spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And I wrote down everything I wanted in a husband. And I forgot the book. And I found it, and it was literally everything that I wrote I got to.
God has been a kind.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
You look amazing. So, do you mind telling us your love story?
Well, my love story is one that I'll say is sort of a miracle. I think I'll just go straight to the good part, because I would say I had just recovered from what I consider the worst heartbreak of my life. And I was filming, and my sister had said to me, oh, that a friend of hers wanted to speak to me. And I was like, please, I'm not really in the mood. Don't talk to anybody. Anyways, she gives this person my number, and he's really, really smart. I'm like, who is this person? You know?
Looks like sisters know best.
Like, sisters know best. And we probably didn't speak as much as we should have. Months passed, and he kept on trying to reach out to me, and I was like, this guy is persistent. We kept on having really cute conversations, and one day, well, just one conversation that struck me. Like, we spoke for like maybe 3 hours. I'm not joking. Like, it was one of those conversations, and I was like, I think I like this guy. And then I traveled. I realized he hadn't called me for like 2 days one time, and I was like, why didn't you call me? And he's like, well, seemed like you told me you were gonna go out and have fun. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm single. And he was like, well, I don't think I want you to be single no more. I'm like, ooh. And honestly, the rest is history. We dated for literally 2.5 months, and I was engaged on the 3rd month.
Wow, yes. Amazing.
And we married 2 months after that.
I love it. When you know, you know.
Yes. But to give you some backstory spiritually, when I was filming in the desert, I had a conversation with God where I had spoken to God about settling down. And I feel like the Holy Spirit was stripping me of like all the pain I had been through in my past. And all I knew was the Holy Spirit kept on saying to me that your husband has come. Your husband has come. That's all I remember. And I just didn't know how. But obviously when I met him, I knew that he was the one. There was so much peace. He is my best friend. He's the most amazing man I have truly met. Like, now I understand what people say when they say, when you meet the person, you just know. He's my person. And I'm genuinely grateful to God for him. Life partner for life.
Love it. Thank you.
So let me also know what you think about that very quick, fast marriage and all that. What are your thoughts on this? So this entire Sharon's husband thing has gotten a lot of people are talking. Some people are saying that, you know what, leave Sharon, let her enjoy her marriage. This is why she hid her husband from you people. She didn't want you people to spoil it. Let this girl live her life and all that. And me personally, like, I'm that person that if something doesn't seem right or feel right, I will speak up. So really, should we really leave her to go and learn herself, or is this really a red flag? Are people just overreacting? Are people just wishing her bad? I need you guys to hear people's thoughts on this, because I feel like most of the people that were responding to this were Nigerian women, both home and abroad, were responding to this Sharon story and her marriage. A whole lot of things came out about this man, which I'm going to leave some clip of people breaking it down, because about a whole lot of things. Like, I can't even keep up. Receipts, people showing how he said he was a billionaire when he's not. Like, a whole lot of things were coming out that he was a liar and he's a serial dater and he love bombs women, get married to them, and eventually these women, they will file for divorce and run. And then on their wedding day, he stated that he has just one daughter, and how he knew Sharon was the person. That there was all. How he knew Sharon was the person was Sharon buying something for his daughter and all that. But there was a court document that also showed that he has children. The court document did not say child, it said children. So this is very interesting. And the court document is from the US, so it's not as if, okay, So anyway, guys, let's go hear people's thoughts on Sharon Ooja's marriage and what they think, and then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts. I have a lot to say about this, and I feel like a lot of women, especially in my society, should really listen to some of the things I have to say, okay? Anyway, guys, before we go hear people's thoughts on Sharon Ooja's marriage and Odogu silencer, okay? Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, okay? We post video every day, 2 videos every day, and we have amazing conversation. So go ahead and subscribe, okay? So with that all said, guys, let's go check out people's response to this, and then I'll come back and talk more.
Sharon Ooja, please report to the front, okay? You won. Yeah, you won. You won.
Think so?
I don't know, but Sharon Ooja is one of the most deceitful people on this internet, because when she gave us that soft launch a couple of months ago, we were worried. But if there is any way you soft launch and hard launch at the same time, it's definitely with that video a couple of months ago, and it's definitely with the wedding videos that we're seeing as of yesterday. Sharon said you... Y'all not gonna see my man, because he is too fine. He is gorgeous. He is handsome with a Z, capital Z. Hey, yesterday I said That's not the same man. It's the same man. It's him. Engaged in 2.5 months. Married within 5 or 6. Sharon. I'm not even mad no more, chat. I'm so happy because, woo, you had us worried, girl. We were worried. I said, oh, Sharon, what happened? It's not that we didn't know his face all, but he was just giving old. Come to find out, he's not. He's fine. Fine. Congrats to them, the happy couple. I feel like I do need to go to Nigeria though. What do we think? I'm for a friend. I'm going to Nigeria for my friends. For my friends.
You know, when they started saying that Sharon Ooja's husband had married 4 times, I was very irritated. I was like, these guys just got married. Can you just give them a break? Let them breathe and enjoy their marriage. Then 2 seconds later, evidence is out that he has married twice. I think the evidence that's out is the one with the fair lady and dark lady, like 2 marriages. And this is just wild because I know that the first time the lady, that blog, I can't remember the name of the blog, who said that her husband was married 4 times, 3 times in the past. I know that Bisola came and said, like, you know, like, you want to spoil my friend's happiness, blah blah blah, but you not succeed, like what you're saying is a lie, that kind of thing. That's what she wrote. So it's almost like, now that the evidence is out, it's almost like, Bisola is Sharon Ooja's best friend and she did not know about it. That is wild. And you know, there's just this hope that I hope that Sharon Ooja knows about it. Do you get, right? But then it's possible that Sharon Ooja knows and she decided to keep it. And she, you know, it's not everything you tell your best friend. So I guess she didn't see it necessary to tell Bisola. So I guess that's it. But it's been really wild. But what I would say in general is that, like, I know that a lot of us are scared. Scared like she's our sister. We're all scared that she has married the wrong husband. But it's really not our business like that. So I think we should just, you know, trust in God on our behalf. You know, it's even Sunday. Happy Sunday. And Sharon Ooja is a woman of faith. And she said that God told her about her husband, you know, that her husband is here. And when she saw him, she knew that he was the one. So let's all just respect that revelation or conviction and just pray for the marriage.
Sharon has a classic case of Christian exceptionalism, i.e., my case is different. In Christian theology, you know, Christians are taught that whatever is happening to everyone else, they will be exempt from that. Now, add that with a woman who wants to get married and is also very religious and maybe has a bit of internalized misogyny. She will not. Now, someone just recently asked me why I particularly care about these celebrity weddings, and my answer to that is because Nigerian women care about it. I think celebrity gossip, discourse, as a form of consciousness raising, a form of knowledge production. And so what that means is, because there are important topics that I want to talk about around feminism and political issues and structural injustice, I have to speak in the language and in the context that would interest the people I care about, Nigerian women. I.e., if Nigerian women care about celebrity weddings, I will speak in that context. So without further ado, let's talk about Sharon Ooja. Now, many of you might be like, ugh, Nigerians and their parasocial relationships with celebrities, with media figures and public figures. Completely understand. But it goes beyond having a parasocial relationship. In fact, what I posit is that it's part of Nigerian culture. What is? Nigerian wedding culture across many different tribes. There is a thing where they will go to your village, right? There's a process where they go to your village to find out who that future spouse is, who are their friends, who are their parents, what do they do, what is their background, what is their history. So there is a culture where we need to know the spouse. And when you combine that with that parasocial relationship that Nigerians have with a public figure, we're almost doing it on behalf of. So instead of your family doing that for Sharon Ooja, Nigerians, the public audience, are also doing it on behalf of Sharon. So they want to know, okay, who is he? Who are his friends? Who are his associates? What is his romantic history, etc.? Now, before we get into the main cocoa of the matter, I just want to say that Sharon is benefiting greatly from her likability, because if it were any other celebrity where news came about their future husband or wife was allegedly twice or thrice divorced within a short span of time, like 5 years, they will be at the mercy of the public. They will be at the mercy of public opinion. No one will hold back. But for some reason, in a very peculiar and perplexing fashion, there is a lot of holding back of tongues. The commentary is very tame. I'm very tepid and reserved.
History, we dated for literally 2.5 months and I was engaged on the 3rd month.
Wow, amazing.
And we married 2 months after that.
I love it. When you know, you know.
Yes. But to give you some backstory spiritually, when I was filming in the desert, I had a conversation with God where I had spoken to God about settling down. All I knew was the Holy Spirit kept on saying to me that your husband has come.
So Sharon herself has told us that they got engaged within 3 months and got married within 5 months. Now, if this was any other celebrity, would have been like, wait, pause. This sounds like grade A love bombing. This sounds like a red flag. However, it was overlooked. And instead, there was a flip in the script where it was romanticized and spiritualized, where people said, oh, when you know, love at first sight, God has delivered your man into the palm of your hands. That was the narrative that the public was running with. Now, shortly after, blogs came about and they said, with their own allegations, that he is at least thrice divorced within the space of about 5 years. Out of respect for Sharon, I will not post the video, but there was a video from one of his weddings, and in the clip of that video is her now husband with his then wife, and there was a song playing in the background which is Otilo, and Otilo was released in September 2022, so we can decipher that he was married at least at the end of 2022 at the earliest. In conjunction, there were some court documents from his divorce filing, which was filed in 2019. So we can decipher that there was a marriage as far back as 2019. And there was a video of his marriage in 2022 at the latest. So, meaning we know of at least 2. Now, let's get to the discourse. Now, the discourse. There's something to be said about the level of exceptionalism, i.e. my case will be different, that women have, especially Christian women. In Christian theology, Christians are taught that whatever is happening to everyone else, they will be exempt from that. Now, add that with a patriarchy princess, a woman who wants to get married and is also very religious, and maybe has a bit of internalized misogyny. She will now take that Christian learning of my case is different, and also that pick-meism of I'm not like other girls. When you combine that, it's one heck of a recipe. So this lady has seen her husband get divorced at least 3 times within 5 years, but doesn't ring a bell because her case will be different. She's a Proverbs 31 woman. Do you get? She is an ordained woman of God. So Sharon has a classic case of Christian exceptionalism, i.e. my case is different. And we even hear this in her vows, where she says, I am grateful for your painful experiences, which have prepared you for me. Now, I'll put my hands up and say that it is very plausible that she was not referring to his previous marriages, or it's also very plausible that she was. And in that case, she doesn't see it as a pattern. She sees it as a stage of preparation for her to have something different, as a necessary good that was intended to build her perfect man that would be good for her, that would stay with her. And I can't speak on any of that. All I'm just saying is that she has a sentiment of exceptionalism, of I am different. If we look at this in a more broader sense, this type of exceptionalism is why men can treat women terribly or have bad experiences with women, but still manage to always find a new woman that they can settle down with. Because that new woman detaches herself from that experience. She doesn't see it as a structural issue. She sees it as an individual issue. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. That's a them problem. And they not only detach themselves, but they elevate themselves above those women. Whether subconsciously or consciously, they feel they have the it factor, the spark that puts them far and above that situation, that person, which means that there can't be a repeated pattern. Let's quickly touch on the spiritual aspect. 2 things. Number 1, it's the way Nigerians invoke the name of God and the Holy Spirit as a way to shut down all critique and rebuttals. So they're like, oh, God told me, which basically translates, well, there's no place for discussion. God was the one that told me. That is the highest authority. No discussion. The second thing is how Nigerian Christians have an all or nothing attitude, i.e. they think practicality and caution is in conflict with hearing from God. So what does that mean? It is all well and good for God to tell you that, someone might be your husband or something might be your job. But practicality and caution should very well be in place to say, maybe we should court longer, we should date longer, given your profile, just to make sure.
So, one of our viewers in the comment section, she challenged me to analyze Sharon Ooja's wedding. And I said, I don't know who Sharon is, but she's all over the internet right now. She just found the love of her life. She's getting married. I said, I don't think I'll find anything really interesting. This is a classy woman. So I decided to take up that challenge, to go and check Sharon's wedding ceremony, check everything. So I started watching. She's a beautiful lady, very well spoken. She's got few friends, Hilda, Vicky James. These were the people I saw around her on her bridal team. So I watched this particular interview, and that was when I screamed. I said, Sharon, don't be happy. Because me, I started having anxiety when I watched that particular interview that she did in the same week of her wedding, I'm sure, because they were asking her questions, and of course, in this same period where she got married. And I know she might hate me for what I'm about to do, but because of experience, I'm just going to put this note of, you know, this thing that they put, flashlight, mwah, mwah, mwah. That mwah, mwah, mwah is be careful, beware, beware, beware. That was what I saw from her interview that she did. She said that she met this man within the space of 2 months of meeting this man. They were engaged, they were married within the space of 3 months. That was what she said. And I said, isn't this how narcissists usually operate? Allegedly, my dear, I'm not coming for him. Oh. I know you are in love. Allegedly. I said, too soon, too quickly, too soon. That's what I preach here now on my channel. 3 months is what we give for you to even get to know if he's a normal person or not. Because narcissists, they operate very quickly because they don't want the mask to slip off. They don't want you to find out who they truly are. So they will hide and rush you. Oh yeah, ngwangwa. Then go just grab that girl and take her into isolation. A beautiful lady, an actress, successful. She has built a name for herself. A lot of the times, narcissists, they like people like this. Then go grab the girl inside bush, where they will go and isolate her from friends and family. I don't want this to be the portion of anybody. I've suffered myself. I've seen a lot. So I know what I'm saying. And that's why we have to protect our dynasty. Women, open your eyes and keep your eyes open. We are not saying he's a narcissist or allegedly, so that you don't jump to conclusions. But keep your eyes open, Sharon Ooja. Don't let anybody sneak up on you. Before you know it, they happen now. Vicky James no go sabi so cloth again. That is how they operate. They will isolate you from all your friends and your support system. Before you know it, victim don't they look like vulture. And that 2 months, the 3rd month, when I don't decide, say when I go marry. I said, this is a red flag for me. To be honest, allegedly, this is a red flag for me. From my own experience, a celebrity, somebody that has built a name, narcissist, he will grab the girl, inside bush, where he will isolate her and take away what she has worked hard for many years. It happened to me. I started from scratch. It happened to me. And that's why I am this auntie on social media. Take me as that auntie on social media. Just, beware, 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 beware. Protect your dynasty. All these ladies, Hilda Dame, Vicky James, Sharon Ooja, all these girls who has built a name for themselves, painstakingly, protect it. I know you're in love. Protect your name. Protect your dynasty. Don't let anybody pull a quick one on you. That's what I represent on this channel. Don't come for me. Allegedly. All right? Don't come for me. I'm just that auntie. Out of experience, I care. See my head. This is me. I was never like this before. Stress, anxiety. Narcissist go grab the victim. Where? Inside bush. Isolate them from friends and family. Strip her of all her glory. I started building my life from scratch. Before you come for me, see my head. Before you come for me, na experience make me the talk. Then go. Catch that girl where in glory they shine and strip her. She go turn to vulture at the end of the day. That's what they do. I'm not saying he's a narcissist too. People say so based on his antecedents. They pulled out pictures of other people he married. What happened to those people? How come? And that's why people are shouting. Sharon is such a beautiful angel. Very beautiful lady. So she just did talk. Yes, we met. Oh yeah, the Holy Spirit told me. Yes, I'm ready. Those are the girls they go for. Allegedly. Don't come for me.
Well, I love to know this sister story. Like, I'm so going to, like, I really love to know a story about Rachel. So, anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts about the story you know. I know you guys don't know who Sharon Ooja is, but I just feel like this is a very typical representation of my society and my culture and marriage and how women see marriage. So I really want to know what you guys think about this and your own thought down in the comment section. But please, you guys know how we do it here. We have amazing conversation, but we do it respectfully. So share your thought, but please be respectful about it down in the comment section, okay? So here's my own thought. I have so much to say about this. I feel like the last creator is almost like me because I'm just warning everybody, like younger girls, like, oh, I know that, like, just be careful before you make this commitment. Clearly, I personally, when Sharon hid her husband in the pre-wedding launch, she announcing that she was engaged, I was like, okay, maybe she just want to keep it private. But now looking back at it and looking at the claims and the allegations that's come up of how this man has been married 3 times. She's the 4th marriage now. How this man is a serial love bomber. How this man is lying. How he's targeting women. It just made me realize that Sharon probably knows his history. And talking about how people are responding and reacting to this whole marriage thing, she knows exactly how people will react when people know who he is before their marriage. So I feel personally she was just trying to avoid that confrontation, people calling her out, calling her husband out. And I feel like she didn't want any distraction for the preparation of marriage because she wants to get married so bad. So I feel like that was the major reason why she hid him from us during the engagement. And that just really shows how desperate she is. And another thing they use, and you guys know, if you've been watching me on the channel, you know how I feel about people in the faith talking about how the Holy Spirit direct them and all that. And I already played a clip of her and a pastor talking, and the pastor she talking about how the pastor told her that yes and all that and all that. I've seen this pan out and I've seen this play out where pastors are telling people like, this is your husband, this is your wife, and then these people went ahead with this marriage and all that, and it's hell. And it's hell. I've seen a couple where when the girl was young and all that, she and the guy have been dating for so long, and the pastor asked her pick a date, and she picked a date on the marriage. She hold that date so strong, and she was like, she wants to get married, she wants to get married, she wants to get married, she wants to get married. After they got married, eventually. After they got married, this man had a baby on her. In fact, the man went ahead to have 2 babies on her on the marriage. So sometimes when I feel like when people really go to that, oh, the Holy Spirit told me, is it the Holy Spirit told you or you were really desperate? And this is where I always talk about how women in my society, my culture, marriage is a big achievement for them, and a lot of them really strive to be a wife. And I'm not saying that, oh, women don't, no, I'm not saying women don't get married and all that, but I'm saying that in my society, especially when you've grown up to a certain, when you're in your late 20s, early 30s, there's a lot of pressure, and you see women, that is their prayer point where they focus so much. Nothing else mattered. The only thing they want to do, they just want a husband. And this I have seen repeatedly of women that end up getting married to men that will not treat them right. And for me, there's a whole lot of red flags already. Yes, I wish her well, I wish a marriage well. It's not as if I'm trying to wish bad on a marriage, but sometimes when there's a whole lot of evidence right in front of you, sometimes, like the other lady said, we try to put it on the side and use faith and use religion to cover it up, because you don't want people to have that conversation with your people to tell you the truth and say, you know what, that is a red flag. One red flag I see for Nigerian men abroad is that when they leave abroad and they come to Nigeria to look for women, why are you not dating the women abroad? Why? Because you're looking for a woman you can easily control. And for me personally, that is a red flag, because usually they come with, oh, women abroad, women in the States, women in the UK, they are very, very, they don't want to humble themselves for men, because they know like a Nigerian woman will do that, will be the mop stick, they will do everything. I have a friend that has been married, like her husband, she met her ex-husband, yeah, he was in the US, he came, married her, took her abroad. She was in living hell in that marriage. She was in living hell. So when I see a Nigerian man, I'm talking about Nigerian man because that's what I know. I don't want to say Africa because Africa is big. When I see Nigerian men abroad, they have lived all their life abroad, they are abroad and all that, and they come back home. For me, first off, that is a control. That's a man that wants to control. And then another part of this marriage and all that is the fact that they barely know, and you guys know how I feel about knowing somebody, the quick marriage and all that. They barely know, like the last sister said, this seems very rushed, and the thing is that why rush? Why rush? Why is this man so in a hurry to marry, and you, why are you so in a hurry to marry this man? This is something that's already going to be a lifetime. Why the rush? I have a friend that something similar thing happened where she barely know the guy for less than 8 weeks. The guy is already proposing, and I asked her like, what's with the rush? And she said, oh, we're already grown, we're adult, and we know exactly what we want. I'm not like, I have a friend too that told me that, and it was a disaster. 6 years after, the marriage was a disaster. So when people say, oh, we are an adult, we already know what we want, why should we wait? Okay, says, and usually you see that these are women that are already made name for themselves, women that should be very self-conscious, very self-centered about themselves, but no, they just so much need a man so bad, they center men so bad that they'll do anything to have men. And this is just a typical example of the women in my society, in my culture, where women, we center men so much. Like the biggest achievement you ever have is to bag a man. The biggest achievement you ever have is for a man to marry you. And I feel like these Nigerian men abroad know this and they prey on this. I wish Sharon and her husband the best, but clearly this is a red flag. A man that has been married, at least we have evidence of 2 marriages, so that is fact. So a man that has done it 2 in less than how many years, that should be a red flag. Why did these women run away? What happened? Why do you want to be with this man so bad like that you're not even, you're rushing it? Like any man that rush stuff, like I'm just like, girl, I wish her all the best. I wish her good things. I wish we're all wrong. Those of us saying that things will go left, I just pray we are all wrong, that things doesn't go left to her, because it doesn't look good. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section. I want you to share your thought down in the comment section, but please, you guys know how we do it here. Keep it respectful. Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation, so go ahead and share your thought. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see and then join in the conversation, and that will be you helping this channel and helping your girl. So go ahead and do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.